Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. Today we're going to be testing out our as yet unnamed, as yet named. It hasn't been named yet. 4X space exploration dice rolling fleet management game where you roll the same dice to move and for combat, but combat is low and obviously you want movement to be high. So there's a little bit of a juxtaposition dichotomy going on there. In addition to that, we have kind of asymmetric factions going on, which is going to be interesting. We've tested this game a couple times here and there, but we've made quite a bit of changes since then. So we'll kind of see how it goes, question mark. With that, joining us today, we've got Decoy.
Hello, folks.
Who has joined us randomly here and there. You did a couple of grab bag gamings, I think, a couple stuff here and there. And is also co-host of a awesome podcast, Getting Gamey, which I was just on last night. It's a lot of fun.
It was great to have you on.
Yeah. We've also got my ever-present companion, Will, Zero Gamer. We also have joining us, muted, a new member on the server who just wanted to hang out and see how the game gets played, Randominus. So they're going to be hanging out. They might pop in here or there and say hi, but they said they're going to be just kind of muted and checking everything out for now. So with that, we're going to hop right in. We're going to be exploring all over the place. Before you guys figured out somebody was going first.
Will's going to go first.
We also have to throw these here, and these would hypothetically be randomized. You take the three and kind of shuffle them up for yourself.
So the high is in the middle? Are we still doing that, or
you can do high in the middle? Hypothetically, it would be that was what I was saying. Is hypothetically you'd take those three, you'd kind of shuffle them up so you wouldn't know, and then put them out in front of you, in the three sectors.
Are they revealed right now?
Nope, not now. They'll be revealed when you explore.
Okay. I mean, I'll shuffle them out then. That's fine.
And then when you explore beyond that, do you get to pick which one, high-low?
Nope. These I'll get dropped in here.
Gotcha.
And they get shuffled. And now it's truly random. Let me make sure the order is random. Yep.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna copy all these because we just made the change where when you move, you basically roll with advantage.
To move?
Yeah, because movement was poopy, and it was horrible. I had a couple different ideas for like, oh, maybe you pay to re-roll, or maybe maybe you can always move one sector. And I was like, let's just try advantage because that feels simple, and if that works, let's not make it more complicated than it needs to be. All right, so who's going first?
Moi.
Great, make it so. Will, as Will starts to plan his turn, as playing as the mining guild, so he in combat absorbs 2 damage just right off the bat, so very hard to hit him. But all of his movement rolls are decreased by 1, so he's gonna have trouble kind of moving around. But he can also throw these mining tokens kind of down in his sectors and get an extra money out of that sector. But then any ship of his that's in that sector will not be able to move that turn. So he has to he'll be able to roll his movement, and then set them down.
Okay.
Before he starts moving, basically.
Roll with advantage, so we'll pull that one off, pull this one off, and then pull this one off, and then I'm just deleting those to keep things clean.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to ask this just to get it out of the way. I cannot, if I wanted to say, I forego all movement on my first turn and putting a mining on my home planet. Could I do that?
You could. It probably isn't very wise.
I'm not doing that, but I just wanted to clarify that. All right.
One could do that.
So this goes down to a 4, this goes down to a 7, this goes down to a 10, because that is the downside of miners.
What did you mean, by the way, by put a mining thing on your
planet? He has these 6 little mining rig things, so he could put this here.
Oh, okay.
But he wouldn't be able to move, so probably not the best thing to do on his first turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to... So both my frigates get the ability to move 4. So we're going to start by flipping this one. And do I get to choose its rotation?
Yep, you can rotate that to your pleasure. You just have to connect to where you're coming from. For now, that's the rule. We'll see if that rule needs to get added to.
So that's going to go there.
And And because it,
And
it
that auto ends its turn because I discovered.
correct.
Then we're going to. I'm going to flip this one,
Mm.
and it's going to be also the frigate because I can do 3, 1, 2, 3 with my 4.
And that's how you want to rotate it. We
I'm
should also lock these
thinking
down after. Did we lock? Yeah.
because this. Yes, I'm okay putting a little bit of a block in the north direction.
All right. North.
And then, well, there's no one enemy, so I can't say the enemy's base is down.
Exactly.
But let's call it that. And then this one, I could just totally lock myself in, so there's only one way to get in, if I wanted to. Actually, yeah. How else would that? Well, that would block me completely, and that would make it. All the ways seem somewhat rude.
Not good, which is fine.
Little sus.
Yeah, you can kind of just shove like a high value planet off to the side, but people might come and get you for it. You know.
But I don't
Only
like.
entrance right here.
I don't like that. I'm gonna do it like that. Yeah, I like this a little better.
Okay.
That one's gonna go, and let me just check. And that one's gonna go. And then build phase is before your move battle, so I can't build at the end of my turn. I have nothing to battle, so that I believe is the end of my turn, which means I just get 5 coins from my home base.
That Corvette technically could continue to move if you wanted to.
And explore something else. Yes, it could. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Because I want to stay a little close, at least for the opening.
Yep, just clarifying for other people. And yeah, so you'll get your 5 money, and then you can construct ships.
Oh yeah, should we
Alright.
have counters or something for the money?
You should not, because you're you get your money and then you construct ships, and you'll get 5 money right off the bat, or right at the end of the bat, as the case may be, and then you can use up to 5. So you basically get 0 your first turn if you use it all.
I was gonna say, what if I just save my money though?
Or you could save your money. That's also a possibility. You as pirates are going to be getting a bunch of money for blowing us up,
Well, I'll try.
hypothetically.
And for the viewers at home and also in the game, I used my 5 coins to purchase 1 frigate worth 3 and 1 corvette worth 2. That adds up to 5, and that means I go to 0.
Back down to 0. All right.
And that's the turn.
Great.
And 0 had rolled next highest, so I guess clockwise makes the most sense.
Yeah, we can go clockwise.
Yeah,
That's
I was
fine.
assuming clockwise anyways, yeah. So building phase can't happen, won't happen. So we're just gonna roll for movement here.
Mhm.
Too many dice.
Making a mess.
I know.
Always a problem.
The problem child. Okay, so not the best movement.
Not the worst, though.
So I think my what are these guys? The interceptor. My interceptor will only move 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have him scout out this location here.
Just do this for clarity.
Do what for clarity?
I just took your highest
Oh,
one
to
and
the
moved,
highest,
moved
thank
him
you.
up here.
Okay. Okay, so he's gonna hang out there. He's stuck there. Then I'm also gonna move my frigate up there. Oh, I don't know. I grabbed the dice. Frigate. Here we go. Let's
And,
have.
well, that takes 3 for him to get there, so you're just gonna chill there.
Yeah. He's just gonna chill there. We'll have my Corvette
Nice.
go up this way.
Okay. So do you want to be really connected or not connected at all?
Really connected. And we'll have the mothership go look in the other direction.
Lock down these tiles as we go.
I don't think it matters which way I rotate this.
It's like, do you want the 2 going into yours or the 2 going out? Basically. Actually, no, you're right. It doesn't matter.
Just because of the unique properties of that exact thing.
That
So
exact one.
pirates need funding, unfortunately, so I only have 3 coins to spend on ships.
That's true.
So we'll just get a Corvette and a interceptor for now.
But notably for everyone playing and watching, he's going to earn credits for destroying ships equal to the ship's rank. The upside downside also of his is that usually the defender gets to decide how damage being dealt to them where the person who loses gets to decide how damage gets dealt to themselves. The pirates get to do that deciding when they are attacking, when they're the ones that are winning. But when they lose, the other person gets to do that to them. So they're
Uh,
going to be destroying stuff left and right, but they're also going to be losing stuff left and right.
I've got to be very aggro.
Very, very aggro. All right, I'm rolling for movement. Fudge monkeys. My mothership ain't going nowhere, probably. 6 and 3. That's something, certainly. Alrighty. So my mothership can at least go here. That's good. My whatchamacallit? Sorry, my Corvette is gonna go. No, I meant my interceptor. Sorry. Go up here. I'm gonna keep going with my interceptor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Something here, hopefully. 5, 6. We'll go like that. That'll go all the way up here. And then I've got my frigate going down this way. Ugh, I hate these planets. They're the most annoying ones that you can possibly figure out.
Good.
Yeah, they're
Good.
gross. And that'll go there. So that's my 5. That's my all my movement, and then I will build with the 5 that I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these actually start damaged. Here we go. And go ahead, decoy.
Okay, good thing I'm in last position, so I get to see what everybody else did first. So if
Mhm.
I'm understanding this correctly, I get 3 types of die because I only have 3 types of ships,
Correct.
and I get 2 of each, and I take the higher one for movement.
Correct.
2, 5, and 2, huh?
Yeah, and actually, you randomly grabbed the wrong dice. These D8s are for your defense. You want to roll these D12,
Oh,
these D12s. My bad.
That's
cool.
better.
It's not the best movement that I've ever seen, but
Yeah.
but notably also not the worst. Also, it's pretty easy to get out of your home system with the 1, and usually there's guaranteed to be a 1 on every place you're going at least. So you should be able to go somewhere.
So I'm gonna have to like make notes because it's not obvious to me which die go to which ships.
Okay.
So corvettes would be these.
Yeah.
So I can take that and move that person there, that
Hmm.
ship there.
Yeah.
One thing I would do, and I
Oh,
think I've done
actually,
this
hold on.
in the past as well, is if you leave a copy of each of your
Yeah,
ship
that's a good idea.
types,
Behind
yeah,
the
next
dice.
to, yeah.
Yeah. We just need to make sure that they don't get used.
Yeah,
Here,
I'll log them.
I'll lock them to the table. Yeah.
Recolor them slightly blue. Oh, that does not recolor them at all. Never mind.
I'll just lock them
So,
to the table so they can't be picked up.
Perfect.
so if I want to move from here to here, does this mean I need 3 movement? Is that how that works?
Correct. But as you
So,
discover this, you can rotate this however you want. So you could
yeah,
rotate it so
I
it
was
is what
gonna
you do.
specifically do it like this,
Okay. Well,
which means I can. There's only one option for. I can
right.
only move this one here.
Your interceptor, which is fine.
But your interceptor has a lot of move.
Yeah, I can keep going, but I don't think I want to since
If he
the
plans to
interceptor is going to be
explore all
all
3 of
up.
the ones in front of him, his interceptor has to be. Oh no, I guess it doesn't because you have more than
Right.
3 ships. But
When
still.
you're exploring, that stops your movement, also notably. So, hmm.
Probably not what I wanted. That's okay.
Yeah, that's another part of the test tonight is does the map formation actually work, or is it are there not enough paths, which is entirely possible. That
It seems okay so far, but
Yeah,
It
and
kind of depends on what you're going for.
it's also a weird balance of like I want it to be connected but not too connected. Like I kind of want some small pockets where like it's kind of a pain in the ass to get into. Um, so yeah, we'll see by the end of the night.
So do all of these frigates move together, or they just
They don't
move one
have to
by
move
one?
together. They just have the same amount of movement each turn.
Okay. So
And
this one's
if you just
still
hit one on this, it'll go back to the correct side basically.
okay.
So it could go up here or it could go down here.
Yeah, so this one could also go up here. And since does the explore action stop movement for all the ships that move through that turn? Can I keep moving this one
I mean, you could, but
out?
you only have 2 movement, and it takes 2 to go from here to
Oh,
here.
yeah.
But
Got
yeah, if you had rolled like a 6, this one could have kept going.
Yeah, this
Yes,
I can
yes.
keep going. Okay.
That's what I did to get here.
Mm.
You got real like just super jerk
Mhm.
face movement options today, huh? You're making your little island in the back there.
Hey, it's got same as this right here.
Yep. You guys are just gonna go straight into the center. It's all right. We'll loop around and get to you. What do you want, dog?
All right.
It's like, yeah, you keep the two defensive factions down here, 2 aggressive factions up here.
We'll just slowly migrate in this direction. You take the mining guild. I'll take the crusaders. All right. Sound
So now
good?
I can
Sorry, who am I taking on?
Orange.
Whoever you want.
Destroy the orange.
Destroy
Yes.
yellow. Gotcha.
so
I
now
like
I can build 5 credits worth of stuff.
Yep.
ships,
5
yeah.
credits worth of stuff at your home base.
So I could do
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct.
that.
And
Okay.
they start at full health, notably. There you go. And that's your first turn. You did it.
Fantastic.
We did the first round, guys. We're on round 2.
Ooh,
Huzzah!
Question:
Yes. It only
Do
took
I
us
get to
19 minutes.
do I get to roll before my building phase to know what my movement will be, or do I have to complete my building phase before I get to roll?
You have
Or
to
in fact, do
you
I
have,
have to decide to not battle first? In fact,
you
before I
do
get to roll.
you have to do your whole building phase.
Okay, gotcha.
Then
Perfect.
you can start your move phase, roll, and then decide where you're going to put your mining rigs after you see. To prevent
But I
you being
can't.
like, well, I rolled a 1 and I can't move, and I wish that I could mine here, but I didn't put the token thing down. Yeah,
But I can't. If I roll, I'm locked into moving. I can't then, after my roll, say, "Well, actually, I'm going to battle first."
correct. You have to say, I'm
Okay.
starting my movement.
All right. So I'm going to build a city there. Build a city there. Build a city there. Build a city there. And build a, what's the one I want? A shield array. A
Shield
shield
array.
array here. So
Yep.
that's all of my builds because I put my frigates there.
Mhm.
All right.
Frigates are hella good at building.
Then I'm going to take all of these and roll.
Roll them dice.
Okay. So then 1 goes
5,
away
10,
and
and 4.
3 goes away. Nope. 6. 6 is bigger than 4.
Sometimes.
This becomes a 9. This becomes a 5.
Unique tiles
This
each.
becomes a 4. Okay. Lots of movement options, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, because they're talking about uploading a bunch of tiles.
Yeah.
Or like whatever they're trying to do. I just make sure it's different tiles and not something they can just copy and paste 50 times.
No. They're different tiles. Sorry, we're talking about a text chat that's happening in the Discord. I learned today that Fancy Zealing is better at TTS than me.
It looks like they can just program is the main thing.
Right.
I want to. Do I only have 2 of those? I thought I had another one. Do I not start with 2? Nope, I do not start with them, so I only have 2. Okay, so I want to do this. do that. Fully locks that down.
Mm-hmm.
No, that one,
You're gonna move something into there and also mine.
and then mine. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to move. Well, that would lock that down. Yeah, I want to do that.
Sorry, I thought you had to do the mining before moving.
You
Am I crazy?
you do.
You do, but I'm making that I get to roll, so I know what it is. So I'm technically doing them all at the same time. But yeah, so I am. Fine, we'll do it this way. This is here. This is here. I'm placing a mine,
There we go.
doing this movement, doing this movement.
How are you moving from here to here?
The roll for that
You're going
is
There's no open pathway.
what's my roll for that? 5. I go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
There
I
you
just
go.
just making sure.
Yep. And then that's gonna go here. That mine, so that can't go. And then my interceptor is gonna go here.
And explore.
'Cause no matter what it is, it can successfully do that. So I will scroll up, pull down, and flip. All right, well, it really doesn't make that big of a difference. It's just, do I want to make it harder to enter my area from the center? Yeah, we'll do the one that makes it a little harder to enter my area from the
The
center.
center. Yeah, having to roll a 5 is a huge pain in the ass
And actually,
for like frigates.
what was my move on this? 4, 1, 2. So even if I had rotated this to have a 1 there, my frigate would have been blocked. Cool. I think that's that on each of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's movement. I'm not battling anyone, so that moves me to the end of my turn, which means I just get my coins, which will be 1, 2, 7. This is how
3. So
much?
that's 10,
We should really
11,
have counters.
12.
12. Okay.
And then you'll get the coins. Here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the poker chip coins. Yeah.
And then spending my monies, I am gonna
Yeah, you
bring
just
out
have to keep it in your head. Of course, I'm going to give us some way to count it 0. You just have to remember how much money you have for
And-
3 hours.
and even though I have
Maybe.
12,
Maybe
I
that's part of the
cannot-
game.
That'd be fucking funny.
and then even though I have 12, I cannot spend all 12. I can spend a maximum of 5.
Correct.
So then I will. I thought what I did last time was loverly, so I'm just gonna do it again.
Okay.
And spend those 5 to get the same things I got last time.
Coolio.
And end my turn.
All right. On to 0.
All right, so we have a lot of building to do. We'll start with cities everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
And technically, you actually have 3 build here because frigates add an additional build on top of the 2 that they get from.
Yeah, I
being
know. That's why I
capital.
put the frigate there.
Right. So you can build
An orbital platform. Yep.
Yes.
Which again was the plan.
Yeah. For those at home, was helping. Clarify.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Slash for decoy.
Thanks, I'm singled out.
I think I'm gonna put a mining rig on this area.
Just make it the most juicy target for me to come blow up that you possibly
Oh
can.
yeah. Oh yeah. And then we'll let's put a warp gate here.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we'll roll for movement. I'm gonna take my own advice and double these dice up.
There you go.
And then, actually, here, hold on, do this. let me do a few things just to make my life easier.
Dice management. It's definitely going to be a game that is dice goblin friendly.
All right. So we got
Nice.
ooh, look at that. A juicy maximum movement for the mothership.
Yeah. Notably, decoy. I don't know if you've read the special abilities of all the ships. If motherships are by themselves, you get to combine the two dice. So instead of being a max of 4, they have a max of 8 movement when they're moving by themselves.
Good to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good to know for you, the person who has no motherships. But
Good
if
to know for the future.
right, also good to know when you see me or Zero Gamer moving our mothership across the entire board, and you're like, what is happening?
Why is life like this? Who could say? Ooh, juicy.
And once a orbital is placed, it can never become anything different. All
So
it can do is
so
switch membership.
right, actually, I meant to clarify this, and my deepest apologies for forgetting this part. Um, they can soak a hit, so if you'd like, you can destroy it.
Gotcha.
Um, or you can then, or you can not destroy it, and or kind of if they don't have it be destroyed, we're gonna see how that works. That's one of the things we're testing tonight. Sorry.
It can soak a hit up to the damage declarer's choice.
Yes.
So, for
When the
example,
damage
pirates
declarer
could
is the
choose
person who
to destroy
loses.
it.
Right.
So the pirate could decide to destroy it.
If they were getting attacked, or they attacked and then got lashed back, basically. Yeah.
No, they could attack an opponent. Even if a pirate attacks me and I don't want my shield array to go down, they could say, "Well, tough luck, I'm in charge."
No. Because you're still the person who lost, so you get to decide how things go. So you could say, all right, I'm gonna soak that into my shield array and then take 2 here and 1 here. Does that
But
make sense?
no pirate's ability though is,
Oh yeah, pirate's ability. That's yes. Sorry.
but they don't get any coins for destroying that.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I couldn't reach anyone to fight just yet this turn.
It's okay. I can come fight you.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coins coming my way.
We both want to fight, so you know.
And I'll spend 4 of them on my last 2 corvettes, so I'll have 4 coinage left over.
Nice. All right. While you figure that out, I'm gonna start building my buildings. This and do this and yes. And this should be notably damaged. But also, I'm going to build the salvage yard. No, you know what? I don't want the salvage yard there. The whatchamacallit. Repair facility. There we go. Throw the repair facility there. And hopefully start healing some stuff up. Then I'll roll for movement. Ooh, gross. 3. Just god awful movement today. It's okay. All right, let's explore this way. I actually want to be able to go somewhere with this. Move there with this. That's his.
Everyone's trying really hard to be isolationist except me.
I'm trying to come in. I'm trying to come at people. This guy can just go here. I am going to deflect down with this Corvette, with its 5 movement. Oh God, it's horrible. We have to connect to this somehow, decoy. This is gonna be awful. Well, this is gonna go here.
Decoy's gonna come in, build here, and have it only go in this connection.
I
Be like,
know.
haha.
I'm gonna be locked out. I'm gonna have to go all the way up into pirate territory just to get to the freaking middle of the map. And then I have
Unless you have something that moves a bunch and lets you explore all the way out here.
yeah, and then I have I don't because I mean these guys only have 4 movement right now, so they can go 1, 2. They can't even get to here because they can go 2, and then this is 5. So these interceptors can join these guys here. And then the mothership can go. Geez, these are really really bad moves. My mothership can also go right here. Just pile on this.
Oh,
I'm coming for you, pirates.
Oh, I believe it.
very, very slowly.
I'm coming at you so slow. You would think that I was the miners here. Anyway, so I get 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 money. And I am going to use 5 of that, which oftentimes leaves me with 6 money. All right, go ahead.
Oh boy. Build 1, build 2, build 3.
That should snap. There we go.
Scavengers, I'm not going to touch your pieces, but your 3 new pieces all need to be dead. Sorry, derelict.
Derelict.
Yeah,
Oof, you
let's do
are
some
tasty
movement.
morsels for the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Good junk in those ships.
Yeesh.
Yeah, but
So these
remember,
can't move at all.
what can't move at all? Ooh, yeah. That's a infrequent occurrence. Getting snake eyes.
Okay, awkward.
At least you rolled good on your corvettes.
Yeah, so I can use those to explore.
Mm-hmm. Might even be better to like explore with this interceptor, because he's not going to go very far anyway, and then you can come in with the corvettes and try to actually hit places that are useful.
Is it these? Are these all mixed together?
Yep, they're all scrumbled together. Hmm. Let's go do that. Notably, if you cut me off and you want to come hit me because I'm doing good, then you have to go all the way around the whole map to get to me. And also, there has to be, yeah, you have to do something here because that's where you're coming from.
Yeah. I'll just not think about this too hard.
Okay.
And then actually change my mind and then continue thinking about it too hard.
Yep, that's about
I
right.
don't do that. I always know exactly my plan and never have to think about it.
Never ever, right?
Okay, that's 1.
Just half. Just that one entrance into your territory.
2, 4. Basically, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, the real question becomes, what orbital platform are you going to put here to defend your entrance?
Okay, so this movement was 2, 4, 5. Could move this one down here.
Correct.
6,
Yep.
7, 8.
Mhm.
All right, good enough.
Good enough for government work.
So this number of credits should be 5, 6, 7, 8.
Correct.
Okay. Build these 2. That'll cost 2.
Correct.
So that's 6 left over.
Mhm.
And you guys are just counting these as 5 and 6.
Correctly. correctly. Yes, you are correct.
We're correctly counting them, as are you.
All right, that's
Okie dokie. All right, I get
See,
my build
I
phase
guess I could be doing this like this, so that
first.
like we could see more of this stuff as we are looking.
Just build there. Roll my dice. It's now turn 3. All right, so that goes away. That's in. That's in. That's in. That's away. That's away. All right, that's actually really good movement. Part of me was hoping for crap movement.
Geez, you
So
got.
that makes my decisions a lot harder.
Well, you have to go down by 1 on each of these first.
Yeah. Even so,
Even so,
getting a
yes,
10 on the
very good.
D10 and getting a 10 on the D12
12.
and a 5 on my D6 is all really good.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what I want to do. That's going to do that. If I want to do that later, I have to do that.
Oh, and this is the start of round 3. So, as Will is deciding, hypothetically, the idea is that a 4-player game would be 8 rounds, presumably. But that's also kind of depending on how long we're finding rounds are taking. It's like a weird balance of like how long is long enough for people to develop and come up with strategies and then enact those strategies and things to go wrong. And then how long is long enough? As opposed to, Root, where there's just like the score track. And then once the score track gets filled, the game ends. Which might end up changing too at some point, but I'm kind of going the small world just for now, where it's just you have a set number of rounds, do as much as you can in those rounds. So we'll see how that actually plays. You're mining there.
I
And,
think. Yeah, I haven't declared those mines, but I think that's what I'm doing because I
Mhm.
haven't started my movement yet.
Right.
And
There is
then
some ambiguity with like the things that start there are the things that are mining, and then other things can move through there. Yeah, but
yeah. Okay. So I think
to be
that's
figured
my
out later.
mine plan. Okay. So then that can move for 3. This can move for 2. My Corvette can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I could still go. I could go there if I wanted to. But I don't think I want
You
to.
could draw first blood tonight.
I could go there and draw first blood. All right, so I declared that one's stuck. Oh, right, this still can move.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I
Fight,
will.
fight, fight, fight.
I'm just double checking. That's protected. That's protected. No, I don't want to be aggressive yet. I'm not going to do it quite yet.
Okay.
I'm leaving that Corvette there. And those can't. Okay, so I did my movement here. They all left. Can't move here. I moved into here and can't move here for the other one. I made my movements out of here
Mhm.
and I did the build here and mined here, so I can't make movements. Okay, that's all of those. So now I get to count my chickens and see if they hatch.
Mhm.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, which means 1, 2, 3 minus 1. Ships to build. Okay, so then I'm just going to build my last few ships. 1, 2, 13. Because I said 15 or 14 is I got. No, I got 14. So I'm at 12. That goes there. That goes there. And these two suckers come out. And then you already took care
Yep.
of my mining stuff for me. Gotcha. All right. That's my turn. I'm going to excuse myself for a minute, but play continue.
Zero.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Had myself mute for a second. All right. We're gonna start by building more cities, I think.
Mhm.
Let's see here. So just one here,
Mhm.
one here, one here. All right. Oh yeah, I can build an orbital platform if I want to.
Mhm.
Oh right. That's right. Sorry. City here. Then orbital platform. Let's put. What do we got available here? Yeah, we'll put the repair station there. Does multiple cities on the planet do anything?
You have to have the multiple cities to get 3. So like
Gotcha.
if you just had this, it would only be worth 1, and then once you get the 2 cities. So it is hypothetically possible for 2 players to each have 1 city on a planet. They would just each get 1 point from that planet
Gotcha.
sector.
So if I have 2 cities, I get 2 coins and plus my mining rig for 3.
No, the 2 cities gets you 3. They're kind of
Oh.
yeah, and then this would get you 4. So this is the sector's worth 4 for you.
Okay, I might need 1 more coin then, I think actually.
Okay, I will get you 1 more coin.
Because I didn't realize that 2 cities meant 3.
There, you now have 1 more coin.
Thank you. Okay, I think I just roll dice now.
Mhm.
Okay. 8, 6, 4, and 4 for the big guy. So we'll just have him wade his way up here for now.
That you didn't want to do an orbital platform here.
I don't really have a good one to put there. It's in the corner. It's in the corner next to no one.
Next to
so,
nothing.
Like, unless you have an orbital platform, unless you rotate space,
that would be an interesting design.
wouldn't it? You'd have that one for free. Yeah, he'll move up there. Okay. What are these guys? Do I have a freight left over I never built? Oh, this is my 3rd turn, so not at
Yeah.
the end of this turn is when I would put it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the interceptors move 6. Okay. So we'll have him move up here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Yep, that's as far as he can move. I think. I guess he could
Yeah,
technically.
you could go 4 and then 5, 6. You could come fight here.
No, that's
Oh no, that is a 2. Yeah, I was looking at
Yeah.
this one. I have to
No,
I
it's
have to rotate all the numbers. I was too lazy when I was prototyping.
yeah, it's good. I think I have 1 more interceptor somewhere. Yeah, right
Mhm.
here. He'll move into the middle. Get my little shot going there at the middle.
Jeez, it's gonna be
Corvettes.
such a pain in the ass for me to get to the middle.
8. So 1, 2, 3,
Knew
4.
I should have rotated this to connect
5,
to the
6,
middle.
7. This guy will also join up here. This guy will also join up here.
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, he's gonna move in here.
Mhm.
And then this guy can't move there, unfortunately. So he'll come this way.
Go down this way and then this way. Can you do
Oh,
that? This does not connect to it.
Yep, not connected. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Just bring him down 1. That's fine. And I think that's it. I guess I can.
You can't battle the cities. No, yeah, they're not battleable.
Okay, yeah, I see. Convert.
Mhm.
Debuild an enemy city. Okay.
Debuild. Yeah.
Can't bombard.
You have to go and land your ship and then go in and be like, hey, your city
Ooh, I want to
sucks.
fight.
Go
I
away.
want blood. All right, it's your turn.
Great.
Oh, I guess I should calculate my
Yeah, you
points,
do
yeah.
do your points while I roll movement because we all know that's what I'm about to do. I organized my dice in a dumb way. Look at that. Oof. My mothership's ain't going nowhere. That's a 9 on that. That's good. A 6 on that. That's good. And a 10 on these guys. That's great. So my mothership is just going to be chilling like a villain. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got to do my building first. Derp, derp, derp. Do a mining rig here because no one's going to come bug me. And I get this here. And I don't rule anything here, so I can't build there. All right. I think I'm going to go converge on you. Sound good? Sound good. Because 6 I can get here. With my 10 I can definitely get here. And then all of these guys can go here for sure. And all of these guys can definitely go here because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
I'm gonna fight you. So
What's up, dog?
I got 1d6, 4d8, 4d 1,
So
2,
wait,
3,
I need
4
one dice for each ship, right?
for each ship. Yep, and then 3 of
Okay.
these. 1, 2, 3, and then also my 2d20 because I'm a scavenger. So I get to roll all of these dice.
That's a lot of dice.
It is a lot of dice.
Wait, hold on. Why do you have so many dice? Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
I missed
6,
these
7,
three guys
8,
here. Yep.
plus my 2d20s
All
that
right,
I always
let's
get
do
to roll.
this.
And attackers win ties, just so you know. Oh my god, you
Don't roll
rolled a
one.
1. You're such a jerk face.
And you didn't roll a 1!
Oh my god. What a bunch of Geo hockey. Alright, cool. So you do 4 damage to me? Cool.
I'm the best there's ever been.
Is it 5 damage? Because it's 1 for each ship plus the +1 for the 1.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
+1 for the 1?
Yep. It's
But-
a crit. 2.
Oh, yeah.
But you get to decide how damage is dealt.
Oh,
because...
you do. You do get to decide how
No,
damage is
he
dealt.
does
Oh,
not. No,
yeah.
he doesn't. He's the defender, so he doesn't get to decide.
Yeah.
That should be rephrased as the loser, the winner
Okay.
slash loser decides, not attacker defender. My brain when I was writing was being dumb.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I mean, I'm gonna take out your frigate first. So
Yeah, when dealing damage, yes.
so that's 3 hits to it or 2?
yeah,
3 hits,
3 hits
right?
to that. Yep, that goes away.
Okay. So 3 hits to that, and I got 2 hits left over.
Mhm.
I'll destroy both of your corvettes.
2 of my corvettes. Oh wait, I do take 1 less damage because of the corvettes. They
Okay. I'll
they
destroy one
collectively-
of your corvettes.
they collectively absorb 1 damage. Yeah.
So I just destroyed 5 coins worth.
Yep. You get your 5
So-
coins.
Nice.
Yeah, a-hole.
I like how that went. That was nice.
I did not like how that went at all.
What do you mean?
Stupid dice.
I don't know
Betraying
what you're
me.
complaining about.
All right, well, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. So a 5 and a 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to get rid of one of these 5s. So I can rebuild this stuff here. Back on the board. I really need to get a salvage yard up somewhere.
Am I wrong? It's 13 you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's a mining
6.
rig. Okay, sorry. I was thinking that was something else. Gotcha.
Yep.
I have to learn the symbols.
Yeah. The symbols are new. That's my whole turn. Go ahead, decoy. Let me just
satellite dish.
pick up all the garbage dice that I have laying around.
Okay, Bill. This is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
okay. Let's see if I can not move my frigates again.
Yeah, let's try to move those. There
Close.
we go.
Yeah, that works.
You went up and down. Yeah.
This guy to here.
Mm-hmm.
These two kind of move to almost anywhere.
Right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can hypothetically go. No, they can't quite go there.
Three. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they can just bunch up here.
Yep. Which is what I was gonna do anyway, because I'm a pacifist.
Might as well use that extra defense, right?
Yeah, or something. So what is the money here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Did you get this one? 6, 7,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12,
12,
13.
13. Yeah.
And you just have one last frigate to build.
Yeah, so this will be a net of 9.
No, a net of 10, because these are 3 to build.
Oh, those are 3. Yeah. So I'll have 16.
Just so you know, if you like select all your money and hover over, it'll add it together for you.
Ah, neat.
Yeah. Different denominations won't stack, but individual denominations will. Awesome.
Cool. Okay, that should be it. I'll be
Okay.
back in a moment.
Yep. And that was round 3. We are on to round 4.
Round 4. Okay. Start with build phase.
Here we go. Doing pretty good. We're at an hour, and then going into round 4. That's actually really, really good. That bodes well.
Let's just do this, because why not?
Especially in a learning game.
Everyone seems to be doing this, so I'll join the party and put a mining rig there.
Might as well.
Okay. And then I get to roll my dices and figure out
Your
what
dice.
we're doing. Bring all these together. A line of 3, put them on the ground, and then roll them. Ooh, keep spinning. Okay, so that 11 is good. No, a 12 is better.
Hmm.
An 8 is good, and a 5 is good. All right, and then I'll knock them all down. So now it is an 11.
What
It
is this random 5?
7.
Is this
I have
just
no idea.
okay?
I think I was, yeah, I know I was messing around with things, could have left it out.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 on my frigates, 7 on that, 11 on that. We can fly everywhere. I don't. 4? Just 4?
Yeah. It's really hard for the mining rig to get into the mining guild to get into the center with
Yeah.
their frigates.
I mean, I could do that. I could do that. It could just be really annoying. What do I have on that? 7, 3, and 5. That's 8. That's no fun. But I can go there. I could go. Do I have enough for that? 1, 2, 6, 11. I do have exactly 11, so that works. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a stinker.
Hmm.
Um,
It's so unlike you, William.
yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. All right. Interceptor,
I never moved this. I definitely should have done that.
interceptor, Corvette. Yeah. We'll do that. And all right, so I moved that. I moved that. I still have this to move and that to move. So this can go. Okay, I don't have 5, right? I got 4 on that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that'll go there. Then my Corvette is at 7. 1, 2, 6. Stinker there. Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Interceptor and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do I want to declare a battle in here? Max you could do is 2. Yeah, I'll declare a battle. That seems like fun, but let me just make sure I'm done with my moving. Yeah, I'll declare a battle.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll get my dice ready.
Hmm.
yeah, and I just roll 1 for each of them, so that plus
And he basically can't do any damage to you,
he cannot deal damage to me. That is true.
even if
It's
even if
ju-
he crits.
it's yeah, exactly. It's
Did you
just
take? Is because you take 1 less damage and you have the Corvette there?
He takes
I take 1
two.
less
Yeah,
Corvette and 2 less because I'm a mining guild.
yeah, which might be too
Right.
powerful, but
2 less damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's quite.
it's
Oh, sorry, not.
quite a lot.
Okay, I guess I just have to roll to not die.
Hmm.
Yep. So I'm rolling.
Uh,
I've rolled. Well, my best is a 5, so it's pretty shaky.
Your best is a 4.
My best is a 4.
my best is
Mhm.
a 1, so
Okay.
unfortunately I deal no damage to you.
So nothing happens. Woo! That was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Yeah, minus 2 damage might be a bit.
It
Might be a
was. I
bit.
mean, it used to be -2 damage when everyone had a lot more health, and I think I just missed that everyone has less health now. So -2 is actually a ridiculous amount to defend. So, and also that it then stacks on top of the Corvettes. It's like, shit. Yeah, that's way too much.
Yeah. I mean, it will only ever be -3, which yes is still a lot, but I can't move.
That's true.
I literally can't move. Like it took everything to get to there.
Yeah, you're like, I move 1 space.
But anyway, so then I'll count up my things. So 1, 2 from mining, plus 5 is 7, plus 3 is 10, 11, 12, 15, 16 because of mining rig.
Okay, what an absurd amount of money for you to make. Some might say that's the entire amount of money that they have.
And that's my turn. I've
Can
removed
can
my
I
mining.
propose a moratorium on fighting pirates, where you
Sure.
go get them because I have the least amount of coins right now. Go
Mhm.
get them and leave me alone.
I don't know if I can stop them at this point. The mining guild seems too strong. So I'm gonna roll over you and destroy you.
What? Go fight them. You have such good
I
fighting
need
ability.
coin. I
It
need
is the end of
coin.
my turn.
And you know who has the same amount of coin for destroying ships but is weaker?
Oh my gosh. Okay. You want to come at me, bro? You can come at me.
Is it my turn, by the way? I just
It
want
is your
to.
turn,
It
yes.
is indeed
Okay,
your
yeah.
turn.
Yes.
I don't think I can build anything because I don't control anywhere. So
Yep. That's why I'm a stinker.
we'll roll to move.
What a jerk.
Nice. Okay,
Bling.
11. Very nice. 6, 6, and a good 5. So we'll start by getting the mothership up here.
Nice.
It orbits menacingly.
Wow, wow.
What can these guys move? 6. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he wouldn't be able to get there anyways. I'm going to have him move here on a idea of a play.
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Actually, couldn't you have built here?
Nope, because I rule.
No. Here, I didn't have anything there. This frigate just came from the space below.
Oh,
I have
moved
1,
from there.
2,
Gotcha,
3,
gotcha,
4,
gotcha,
5,
gotcha.
6,
Okay,
7,
yep.
8, 9.
Wanted to make sure you got all the things you deserve. So just double
Thank you.
checking.
I deserve many things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all my ships because I don't want to. These other guys are gonna stay here to help fight. So, okay, let's start by fighting the scavengers here.
I'm just confirming that was all your movement. Because once you start fighting, you're done moving.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other ships,
Okay, just making sure.
and I'm not gonna retreat. So, why would I do
I'm
that?
not gonna fucking retreat. I'm not a chump.
Exactly. We'll start by fighting here in the contested yellow scavenger area.
Yep, I'm ready to roll.
1 second. I need to make sure I have the right dice here. So I need 2 more of these, and then 1 of these. All right, let's do it. 3 is my lowest.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. There you go.
Huzzah! And I get to decide how all of this gets dealt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It-
6 damage.
1 less damage because I got corvettes.
Okay, so 5 damage. So this goes away.
So that's 4 of your damage.
Yep, and this will get damaged. So I get 8 scrap because I get 2 times.
No, you get 6 then.
Oh yeah, you're right. 6.
That was a frigate. Yep.
I know how to do.
Okay.
I know how to do math. I'm really
If you
really
say
good.
so.
I'm really really good at it.
I believe you. Okay, and then we'll battle in the hotly contested middle area.
Do it. Do it.
Woohoo! 6.
I got a
You'll have
2.
to automatically win.
Nice.
6,
So you
6,
do
7.
4 damage. So who do you want to deal 1 damage to?
The minus
no,
2 damage.
I got 2
is
other ships there.
So strong.
I got
so
2 other
you
ships there.
This
do
does
1,
2
2.
damage. This does 1
1
Oh, that
damage.
only
damage, 1
does.
damage.
Oh, I thought it did 4 damage for some reason.
No, it's the 2 categories deal 1 damage and 2 damage.
Right.
I deal 1 whole damage.
A whole damage.
I think it's too strong. I think the Mining Guild is.
Yes.
They're gonna win.
Oh.
Like it's not even a question. I guess the Corvette.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we're done. I'll total up some points here. Let's see here. I guess I put the frigate back out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more points from me.
So if I rolled a 6, this guy could come in here. So it might be worth it to do movement first. And the 5 that does that. All right. I have yeah. Sorry, I'm just machinating as one does. My turn.
Yeah.
Ready. I am gonna still do movement, even though this is hotly contested. I'm gonna do movement first.
To put 30 ships in that area.
Well, I can actually move out of there because I rule right now.
That's true.
12, 5, and fuck, and 5. Great. 4. So I would need a 7 to get there. So this can go here. Squish you. These can all go here, and that's what they're gonna do. I think I'm gonna move this up here. And also, I ruled here at the beginning of my turn, so I was able to build. Sorry about that. My deepest apologies. And then another 3 gets this dude over here. 5, 1, 2, 4. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna shift this dude over to here and this dude up to here. This seems dangerous because I'm only gonna be able to do 4 damage to you. But there's a high probability. Maybe I'll just leave one more guy here, just for the damage. And then I start fighting.
Okay.
So
Let me.
this, plus my 2d20s, my obligatory 2d20s. All right, ready?
Yep. Got a 3.
I got a 2.
Yeah. So you deal
1, 2,
enough damage
3,
to blow
4,
me up.
5 damage total. And I get to decide, so it's 1,
2, 3,
2,
5. It's only 4 damage because I got a Corvette.
3, 4. So
Okay.
these are both, those are rank 2, so I get
8.
4.
I think
equals
8 scrap,
1,
4 scrap, whatever it is.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now if anybody does start blowing me up, all of my ships are free, basically, to rebuild.
But you're still limited to
Yeah, I'm still limited.
5 a
Still
turn.
limited to 5 a turn. 5 quote-unquote credits worth of a turn. And then I get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I believe. I have nothing to buy, nothing to build, so I can just do this. There we go. All right, Decoy. Go ahead.
All right. Build. Build there. Salvage yard there.
Okay. Nice forward salvage yard.
Build here.
What's your coin total
Build.
up to? You got, Jesus, 34 coins?
Will. Yeah, 34 to your 30. I mean, you're only 4 behind. I'm at 31. That's a pretty close.
That's pretty close.
That's a pretty
Again,
close spread.
what it'll have look strong, it's not actually that strong necessarily.
Why did this 5 go rolling off? Were you trying to put this back, Will?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
touch
was trying to put it.
anything.
I was
Oh
trying to put it
yeah,
back.
yeah. You
I
can't.
exchanged it out for
You
a 5.
you
yeah.
can't drop a stack into the infinite bags.
Crazy.
You just got to delete it. I mean, if we just start messing up his stuff, we'll be fine. Are you just stacking dudes in this, Decoy?
I'm gonna stay here for one more round.
Okay, great.
That will be 17 income. If someone wants to double check.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, you're good.
Uh-oh. P2P's failing.
Yeah, so I mean, you can just copy this and then add 1.
I do appreciate this death ball fleet here.
That is going to get real scary because all of a sudden that's going to just start dealing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage
See, I was thinking
on wins.
that I need to do that too, basically.
Yeah, I do think the pirates need to really be grouping up to dole out.
They have a
more
death ball
damage.
thing. I have thoughts on the pirates, ideas.
I love ideas.
I know you do.
Let's do. This is going faster than I thought. I was gonna only do 4 rounds. Let's do one more round. Since it's only 10, and then we can start doing thoughts. If everyone's okay with that.
Fine by me.
All right, great. So
Is
that's
you still are you done? I just wanted to
yeah.
double check.
He grabbed his money
Yeah, I
and
saw
has
him.
nothing to build.
Cool,
So yeah.
cool. Okay. So I am going to can't build anything because I don't rule here
Correct.
anymore. Which was never the intention. It was just to delay ruling by a turn. And I'll definitely battle here. No, I'm kidding. I am going to roll my movements. Drop them, roll them. Okay, 5 goes away, 3 goes away, 3 goes away, 6 becomes 5, 8 becomes 7, 5 becomes 4. Okay, how do I like that? How do I like that? I'm doing that. I'm doing that. What do I have for 7? 7's kind of shitty.
I mean,
Uh,
it's not that shitty.
I mean, I can't get further than I can get one sector with one of those. Okay, but those can all do that. Well, that's nice. I can at least
Just
do
go
that.
fight the Crusaders. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. No, I think. Mm, do I want to be obnoxious and drop a miner right there? No,
Yes.
but I do. I'm
Well,
thinking about it.
yeah.
I don't have to rule to drop a mine.
You're right. You don't even need a city there technically, which
I
probably will
just have to have a
change. But
single ship. A single ship is enough. Um, which is why there's some at some points like I'll just throw out interceptors across and be like, if you don't attack them, that's fine. But I'm not doing that.
I mean, you
I'm
could just start like throwing an interceptor here and an interceptor here. Why not? Ooh, retreat.
again. It was just a delay. There are only 8 rounds
Mm-hmm.
in a 4-player game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to call that macaroni, call no battles, and get myself 5, 9, 11, 13, and then that's what
Eight
3
up to
plus
18.
2 more, so 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll take 18. 1,
It's fine.
3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's my turn. Because I can't deal damage, I can't attack. All I can do is get
Mm-hmm. You're good.
coins.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, and these go back.
I mean, you could have attacked and then retreated, but yeah, that would probably have been ill-advised. I think if I remember my math correctly, I think it's 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 interceptors about is a 50-50 shot of dealing damage to a lone mothership.
All right, so it's my turn here, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to build the shield array and my other warp gate.
Noise.
That's it. Okay. Gonna roll for movement.
That's bad.
I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
but
talking about.
if he goes out of there and makes the rule low, all you have to do is go in there and flip the warp gate.
To your own warp
Super
gate. Yep.
easy. Someone else's and he's locked.
Mm-hmm.
Warp gates are interesting. I've been thinking about them a lot because
Yeah.
they
I,
don't do much for mining, but they're very interesting for aggressive.
I mean, they could be really good for you because you have such shitty movement. If you had overruled him there and thrown a warp gate there and a warp gate back, like all the way here, that would be huge for you. Just like spit guys out directly into the middle, you know?
To do what? Attacking is useless for me. I'm not great at. I mean, I'm good at sitting and doing nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, but sitting and doing nothing in the middle here and being defensive and just overruling people and making movement a pain in the ass could be helpful.
I mean, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a casual attempt to fight you here with my 2 guys.
What an interesting idea. Um, this, it's this fleet. Yeah.
It's these 2. I still got a chance. Oh, look at that, double 2.
You do have a chance.
And I did it.
You did it.
Wait, where's this D20 coming from?
I get 2 d20s on all of my attacks. Just All my combats.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bonkers. But you deal 3 damage to me.
I could destroy your 2 Corvettes.
You could. Oh yeah, because you do.
Yeah, I don't have
No, no.
enough damage.
You
Oh,
do.
I don't even have enough damage to do that. I
You do
destroy one of your
one. Yeah,
Corvettes.
you do 1 damage to me. You can destroy a
Destroy
Corvette.
one of your Corvettes, and I get 2 coins for that.
Poopy.
No, it's good. All right.
You-
And then my turn's over.
You dastard.
I'll collect a bunch of points. So 3, and then I'll save the 1 from here to put these 2 Corvettes back into play.
I'm gonna start taking my turn while you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will, of course, build my salvage yard way out here.
Do I need to control this city?
You do not. Nope.
Okay.
Not right now. Let's put it that way. All right, let's do some movement.
Movement.
Movement. Need this. There we go. Ooh, nice. 4. This is an 8. A 6. Ooh, we're really going places other than the interceptors today. That's good. That's good. Interceptors can. I don't really want to start messing with you, pirates, but also you've been messing with me for so long, and I want you to go mess with other people. So we're gonna do.
I don't have any more ships over there. I guess I have the 2 that somehow lived.
Oh, no, I only have 2 movement on these guys. They can't even move. Never mind. Because it takes 3. It takes 3
You only
to
got
get
2
there.
on your interceptor. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I only got 2 on my interceptors, so they can do nothing. I don't think any of them can move. Meanwhile, this frigate can go here. This frigate can go
It
also here.
Oh, it's because it's 3. You forget.
Oh no, yeah,
You're
this
at
one
6,
can.
that's 7
This
to
one
do
can
it.
go here.
Yeah,
This one can go all the way here, though.
because it's 3 and
Yep.
7.
My
Oh,
mothership.
7, right?
1. Oh my gosh, I was reading this one. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. They can both go here.
I was getting confused too. I was like, where are the lines?
Yeah. I really need to adjust those. My deepest apologies. So this is 4, 5, 6. Have those guys hang out there. Those guys hang out there. Those guys hang out there. This all seems good as far as movement. And then I will attack your wee little interceptors here.
Wee little lotties.
Plus this. I guess it's an interceptor and a this. So it's actually this. Right? Good to go?
Yep. My dice didn't change when I attacked you.
Okay.
Oof, you got it this time. Okay.
Yay! I
Alright,
I crit you.
They're just gone. They're
So
just
that's
gone.
3. So I get my last scrap token. Huzzah!
Oh,
And-
very useful scrap tokens.
Yep, and I'm gonna use those 2 scrap to build my Corvette up here. Boom. And then I get 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus 5 is oftentimes 18.
The same number I got, and I had to use extra tokens to do it. So see, y'all say mining guild is so powerful.
Well, I'm not having to use my money to build anymore, so you know.
Right.
All right, Decoy, take us away.
Yeah, if this was the actual game, I already lost if it ends on this round.
Well, it wouldn't be the actual
And-
game would go to 8, and this is
Yeah, it would go to
round-
8. So
this is
if
round
this was,
5,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, if this was round 5, I needed to. If this only went 5 rounds, I would have needed to do something different.
Right. Right.
on the last round to
Mhm.
do anything,
Correct.
which is
For
pretty
sure.
interesting. I can't with Crusaders score any points by taking anybody's stuff, so I'm
Right.
kind of encouraged to turtle,
Right.
kind of.
Right. I mean, which is
So
kind of their idea is that they can go out and
yeah,
do a little bit of fighting because they have this kind of healing where then they can like then retreat and heal up and they get their extra dice on defense. So,
yeah. So if this was the 8 round game,
mhm.
since I think max income that you have is 18,
Mhm.
put all of these down, if I'm counting that right.
Mhm.
My max income or total income right now is 17.
Mhm.
So all I really have to do is wait, see if mining does anything for the next 3 rounds or moves, probably not.
Mhm.
See if you guys kill each other on rounds 6 or 7,
Mhm.
and then walk in on round 7 and just occupy whatever is free. I think that's how I win.
Right. And then you'd be able to flip some stuff near the end. But that
Yeah,
that
it
that
has to be.
relies heavily on you rolling well towards the end because you're so far away from everybody else, you know.
Yeah,
And you have to sit there a whole turn. So the idea is that like you would be able to go there and sit there on turn 7 and then on our turn 8 we would be able to be like, "Well, fuck you. We're going to come and fight you and hopefully knock you off," you know.
yeah. The alternative is I fight into this, or I
Mhm.
fight into this actively now. And I
Right.
don't think that's good because it doesn't catch me up to this turtling over here.
Yeah,
I mean
probably
it
what you do is you can also take your interceptors and fly them in because they don't care about rule and start just
flipping
sitting on
these.
other
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
and either
Yeah,
bait them away from the center section
Right, which is what
or
I'm kind of trying to do is like I'm just gonna flip this. So like if he wants to start continuing, so like you have to start, yeah, like chewing away at people's bases that
the
they are
limited
not defending.
path
Yeah.
is what's really interesting here is because you have an aggressive faction here that has literally only one way to get anywhere.
Yep.
An
Through the
aggressive
other
faction,
aggressive faction.
the two defensive factions have the most access to each other, and then this kind of sitting here. So like it's we're in a great turtle spot.
hmm
If that were arranged differently, both of like
This
the
game would be
Crusaders
so
would have
much more
gone up
interesting if I
and
had rotated
mining would
this
have gone
into the
down.
center and I could have just gone straight
Yeah.
into the center and then gone and attacked you.
Yeah, it would have like mining is only good right now because I'm next to another defensive with limited connection to aggressives. And Crusaders, like you were just saying, Decoy's in a great position because you could hurdle for the beginning and then kind of poke in or just see
Right.
how
I
you
mean,
react at the end.
yeah. Additionally, Zero is sitting here with 3 capital ships and 2 fighters. He could very easily just be like, I'm not going to build here. I'm just going to go start because he's a pirate and gets points for blowing people up. He could
Hmm.
just go and start blowing up miners and just go
Poking
system to
things.
system
Well, I
in,
could try.
over the next 3 turns. I mean, yeah, you'd have to roll fairly well for movement, but it's
And
certainly
have large number of ships because I'm blocking 3 damage
that's true. But I mean, this is
across the
six,
board.
seven, 8. He's doing 8 damage with just this fleet if he doesn't
Mhm.
add any other ships to it. So 5, and he gets to decide where those 5 go, of the 8 minus 3 down to 5. So he could just be like, all right, yeah, I'll blow this up. That's 4, 5, 6. You know, 4 and 5. Your damaged one. I can take out these two. That's a whole. That's 5 points just there, just for blowing up 2 of your ships, and then slowly just start eating this.
Mhm. But the problem with that is then he leaves his back open to you. And if there had been more
No, totally.
connections, there'd be that's the thing. I'm interested in people's thoughts about the pathways because I
hmm
think that they're interesting, but they also create this setup where there can be like for example the scavengers being so locked down
Right.
in movement, and it wasn't because you locked yourself down. There were you gave yourself every opportunity to get out.
Right. I mean, I did not. I rotated this in the hopes of going here and being like, "Ah, I'll attack into the pirates, like, and skirt around this, and then this will clearly be able to connect to the center." And it just couldn't, and I should have just connected this right to the center and gone, then been like, "Okay, we'll deal with that, a different day.
Yeah.
We'll deal with the pirates separately." But um, okay. So thoughts on let's go with thoughts on paths first. I'm assuming that decoy you're just passing your turn and collecting money.
Yes, that's what I would do.
Okay.
That's what I would do in the game, 8-round game. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Who would have won by the end here? By the way, did we actually count up money? Is it the miners?
At
On
this,
this turn, the miners would have won. I'm
yeah,
second. I have 50.
and I have 49, and you're sitting with 41.
At
Yeah.
41. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a very bloody last 3 turns for sure.
Well, okay, so you say that, but I guess I could have tried to attack the Crusaders,
Mhm.
but they're extra defensive,
Mm.
and that like with their extra die there on the roll.
Yep.
And then the miners obviously are very, very defensive. I
Mhm.
think it would have been really hard for me. I mean, that's the thing. The only way I could have made money is attacking you.
Right. Right. Which I mean, there's
Which, but
obviously this is a very alpha version of this. So, you
yeah.
know,
Oh, but we're talking
I'm
about paths anyways.
right.
Well, no,
I'm happy to talk about, you know.
I'd say 1.5 good rounds from you against the miners would have done serious damage. Because let's say you came in with most of, or at least all of your capitals. Your
Mhm.
3 capitals, you come in, you win with that. That's what 2, 4, 6 damage
Mhm.
straight up. I'm blocking 3. You're hitting 3 damage on anywhere you choose as the attacker. So you
Right.
cut my ships in almost half. And that's if you don't crit, and that's with just 3 ships. You bring the
Well,
other 2 in, and you're doing 2 more damage. My ships are actually cut in half, and the
Right.
chances of you winning are, I'd say, 2 to 1.
Right.
I mean, it's obviously like I've got the mothership, which is great for attacking, but or great for
And
battles in general.
and in order for me to back up my defense and not let you go in any further, I have to forego putting minor tokens down.
Right. If he
So the
wants to
moment
start
anyone
doing
comes
that.
in and attacks the miners, they're basically saying, "You do whatever you
Mhm.
want to me. I'm going to keep collecting coins," or they fight back and are losing like a quarter of their income.
Yeah.
So
I
that's my
But
penal miners. Like, yes, it's very strong to have all that defensiveness, but you come in with 4 or 5 ships and they crumble.
I will say one interesting thing about the pirates is they're kind of weird. They're not actually like strong attacking. Like sure, they've got the benefit of picking what dies when they battle,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure how much of an actual benefit that is.
I mean, it's a pretty big benefit. I definitely would not have had my frigate die on that battle, and you were able to put all of like I could have spread out all of that damage and only lost one like small ship,
That's
and
that's
instead you were just
true.
like that dies, and I was like shit. Okay, cool. I have to rebuild that using money all the way over here and then fly it back over
I
the
think
course
I'm
of a
just trying
turn.
to decide if like the double-edged sword aspect of it is needed.
The negative of then they get to do it back to you.
Yeah,
It's possible that it isn't. I just thought it was clever, so I threw it on for this test. But
yeah. One thing I was thinking, the thought I had, I guess I'm just talking about the pirates for a second.
Mhm.
One thought I had is that so they have this thing where it's like they only get 3 credits from the home planet, right?
Mhm.
And the idea is that really they're kind of supposed to be an aggressive faction who goes out and gets coin from destroying ships, right?
Right.
Right. So what if they had uh like a severely limited amount of cities? Because me taking time to build infrastructure, it basically crippled me. Like I don't
Mm.
Pirates don't want to build infrastructure,
Mm.
but at the same
I mean,
time,
building
I don't.
infrastructure is basically free as you move and explore, because you build it
Yeah, but
at
the
the
question,
beginning of your turn, and then you keep moving. You know.
right? But the question is, do I want to do that, or do I just want to rush towards somebody? And I don't think I can actually destroy enough ships to make up for it either way.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, the computation is like over an 8 turn game, you're basically losing by having the you're losing 16 coins by your capital only taking 3. So you need to make at least that many off of blowing up ships. And you're getting, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have to like be blowing up quite a bit. Yeah. So there might be some balancing in the numbers there for sure.
Let's say it's 6 ships you have to take to make it up.
Ish. Yeah.
Because it's like harder to take the capitals,
Hmm.
but
But they give
the
you more. Yeah.
fighters are only worth 1.
Yeah. I mean, it
So
might be that it's like your capital only gives you 4 instead of 3.
they probably just need more playing.
Right. Right.
All right, paths. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's too busy.
Too busy. Like
Yeah.
I like it.
visually.
Visually, computationally in my brain.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just a lot. So every time I play this, it's like, okay, I have to sit here and I have to go, okay. I just have to count up from where I'm going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hmm.
It's like that's the only way to move. It's just like I have to go one tile at a time and
Hmm.
count. And then even you got confused on which numbers went to some of the paths
Right, and
sometimes.
that's
Which is
just
like a
I just have to rotate these so that they line up with the direction they're going, and that will go away
that'll
basically.
probably help a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But and then as you pointed out, like there's just issues with pathing in general where like I mean, yeah, just look at how like tied up in the knots everything is.
Hmm.
Like
But I
you're
mean,
isolated.
it turns
I'm open.
into right, but it definitely turns into this thing where every single game that the map that you're playing on is completely different. And small decisions like I was just like kind of off the cuff was like, yeah, let me go this way so I can attack you. Changed the entire course of literally the entire game because I definitely would have like gone straight into the center and then gone and started attacking these two.
There might just
We could have divvied it up.
you
So
might just need an option to fly
Vol
through uncharted space.
fly through void and like
Yeah,
to take damage to fly through void or something like that.
something. Yeah. Or even like I said, maybe someone has like an orbital platform that rotates the tile.
Yeah. I mean, Decoy, you said that you liked it. Do you want to expound upon that or
I and I hope it's okay to mention other games.
100%?
Nemesis Retaliation does this too, the
Mhm.
rotating tile thing,
Mhm.
or flip over a tile and it has random-ish paths, and
Mhm.
some of them are available and some of them are not.
Right.
That is more. It's only one directional. Everyone starts in one corner and they go to the other corner.
Right.
Uh, so that is designed in such a way that everything points in this direction because it's
Right.
all
eh,
facing one
Right,
direction.
and you're all working together. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the exact opposite of that. So you have to do all sorts of different things to make
Mhm.
everything be able to face every other direction.
Mhm.
I like every little bit of this. I like the counting. I'm a numbers person,
Mhm.
so having to plan out, build the tension between whatever the heck I did over here,
Mhm.
where I had to stick this 2 right here because I wanted to uh, firewall myself right
Mhm.
here against
Against
you.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, but that it required me to put this 2 here, and that sucked because it took 2 turns to move everything out of here because I rolled the
Right.
double ones. It hampered my movement, and
Mhm.
I appreciated that decision.
Mhm.
It's not going to happen every time, but the times where it does happen,
Right.
I have
Where
to
there
pick
you
my poison.
yeah, you're having to make trade-offs like, okay, I can make some positional movement blocking or accessing things, but then what is that going to end up how is that going to end up helping or hurting me in 3 turns, you know?
Yeah. So I think that's great. Fantastic.
That's good.
And to build a
Uh,
little bit on that, because you're talking about it from defensive, and is that a defensive player really benefits from having that and being able to create that kind of barrier that you're talking about,
Mhm.
but also it incentivizes a defensive player to use their movement early on to get control of the second row of area.
Mhm.
Because for me, I mean, for a defensive player, if it was going to be 6 paths on every single tile,
Mhm.
and just maybe the numbers are a little different, I would say, okay, I'll do my 3 and I'll sit there and I'll make you guys spend a turn to come to me
Right.
rather than giving you extra paths. Instead, if I can block you from getting to me in an easy way, I want to use my movement and explore the extra tile.
Mhm.
So that kind of makes an interplay with the defensive strategy.
Right. I mean, I would also argue that no one particularly usefully ended up using their interceptors. I was just too far away and rolled poorly a couple times, and I think that the pirates were kind of just focused on fighting me, and then
Well, I only
had to.
had 2 interceptors.
Right, and you very specifically only have 2 interceptors, which is another downside of yours. But yeah, like if I had been able to get into this center more early, I could have just blown past all of this and like gone over here and started debuilding and like forced you to start breaking up your army, your fleets, and be like, okay, do I go and start fighting him? Do I like start backtracking? Like how am I going to deal with this?
Because
I definitely
mathematically, it's I think 4 sectors is the most you're going to ever get on an interceptor. And
Ish, yeah.
on the 12, that's the most you're going to get. And let's say you average 5 to, well, let's say average 4 to 8. So that's going to get you 2 sectors
I mean,
on an
yeah,
interceptor
yeah.
a turn on average. So
Mhm.
I'll be honest, yes, no one really used it, but in general, your interceptors aren't likely to get that much movement the way the rules are right now. You'll get 2 sectors out of it most turns.
Right, but we're on 5, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like by turn 7, I could easily get here.
You'd be dead.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But I could have created some annoying movement for some people.
Mhm.
And I think more often than not they're gonna move. Yeah, 2 or 3. All right, that was paths. Combat. Thoughts on combat, damage dealt, damage taken, ge- general strengths versus
so
weaknesses.
so one thing I'm thinking about, and this kind of relates to paths a little bit too.
Mhm.
So let's say for real, just as an example here. So this tile over here, right? I unfolded this tile.
Mhm.
If I had placed it like this instead,
Mhm.
the only way anyone would have been able to access anyone was through the middle. And also it would have cut off you anyways.
Right, right. And I think there's gonna have to be some amount of extra rules there where like you cannot intentionally completely cut somebody off or something like
Right.
that. Like
But
if
that oh, go ahead.
like if you can connect, you have to. In which case, yeah. I mean, that's gonna be just do like a lot of playtesting over and over and over again to like see like, okay, every once in a while that does happen, and when that does happen, what do we do? Do we say, okay, throw that tile out and pick a new tile? Like there's gonna have to
Right.
be some
So
contingencies there, but yeah.
so the reason I bring it up though, and
Mhm.
it's just kind of the way that this specific game went.
Mhm.
So we have decoy over here in the corner, right? He purposefully, as he said, firewalled himself in here to this corner,
Mhm.
right? You unintentionally like got sort of trapped up here, but Will also was firewalling himself over here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and here's what I'm thinking about. So I'm playing the faction that has probably the most aggressive streak in it,
Mhm.
conceivably of what's here, right?
Yeah.
Why would I why would I leave my borders open and not move as a singular ship death ball?
Mhm.
That's it. That's the question. Why wouldn't I do that?
You could. You probably should have been a big. You probably should have honestly like
Right. But
either
here
come
and
and
here
just destroyed me and like taken me out of the game,
right.
but then you run into the kind of the root problem of like now I need your help to go fight 2 people. So okay, maybe I don't. Maybe that's in the beginning where I was like, you go do the miners, I'll take care of the crusaders. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you could do just a giant big death ball. The problem is going to be somebody might start sending interceptors behind and start debuilding your cities. So it's like then it becomes okay. Can I destroy ships fast enough as the pirates and start getting money that outweighs me losing those cities, or do I have to start sending some of my own ships backwards and start destroying those ships and rebuilding cities
Right.
hypothetically.
But and then here's my follow-up question though.
Hmm.
Why wouldn't every faction just make a big death ball and close themselves off defensively?
That's a good question. To
Because
to be determined.
right, it's just because and again, I'm like looking at the
Hmm.
map here, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, like it's just very simple. Like if you have a 4-player game like this,
Hmm.
everyone walls themselves off. They have maybe one connection with one neighbor,
Hmm.
and then they just forcing balls against each other until one of them wins the conflict.
Hmm.
It's not as spread out as I think you want it to be
Hmm.
I will say the
because
counter strategy is interceptors. You make a death ball in the center, I'll throw 3 interceptors, 2 sectors
Right.
behind
Yeah.
you,
Like
and
boop
you
boop
got a
boop.
split now.
Yeah. Hmm. I mean, the other kind of part of that is like naturally your interceptors and corvettes can move farther. Like your capital ships can usually move like 1 sector a turn, and your fighters can move 2 to 3 sectors a turn. So it's like, do you really want to hamper your entire fleet by only moving 1 sector a turn over a very limited game of only 8 turns? Or are you going to start sending out some guys in this direction and then catch up with the corvette with your capital
Yeah.
ships later, and then some of these got blown up and now they're separated? And I do see what you mean, that like there is definitely a quote unquote optimal strategy of get as
Right.
many guys as together as possible and just blow shit up.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I think the problem is just that this is how whenever you get people to play it, this is just how they're going to play it. They're going to be like, "Oh, well, why would I connect these
right.
to
And
space?"
honestly, I mean, the answer to that might end up being that just all of these sectors that only have 3 paths, like if you look at this map, almost every single 3 sector is only connected to 2. I think this is maybe the only one that is connected to actually 3, possibly. So it might just be that like this one is also, yeah.
Mm.
It might be that the 3 connection sectors are just end up being 2 too many times, and the 4s end up being 3s. So it might just be like, okay, get rid of all of the 3 connectors, make everything a 4 connector in some way, shape, or form, and then those 4s will usually end up being actually 3. Because like if there was, for argument's sake, if there was like a path that was coming out here, I would have very easily been able to, like, when I was placing this, connect in to decoy's back line, or if this was going up like that or something like that, like it would have made slightly more connections happen. Or maybe it's just the ratio of 3s to 4 need to be slightly different, so that there would be still some of that wonkiness. But I think that it's the 3 connection sectors that definitely create the wonkiness.
But yeah, it just like the movement and paths is tied into how I feel about the battles as well, essentially. So
Right. Like, yeah, we can literally just start like drawing lines on anything that has 3, and all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I could have rotated this in a slightly different way and been attacking a backline a lot more easily. Like, oh, it'd be like that instead, and be going this way, and yeah, you know. So that might be the answer. It might be worth a try the next time we test. Is like literally like just take out half of the number of 3s or double the amount of 4s and just see what happens. Um,
My thoughts on battles: I did not fight or get fought at all this entire game, and I think I could win this game by doing that, which I think is interesting.
Okay, that's good.
If
That's a good note. Yeah.
if pirate goes into here, I don't actually need,
To
and
help. Yeah.
yeah, I don't need to do anything. Like you think the logical thing is I follow up and do a cleanup,
Hmm.
but my income is so high because of how this worked out.
Right. And
Two
honestly,
doubles.
right. And honestly, what probably ends up happening is if he does start going and chewing all of this up, you like send 1 or 2 guys into the middle and like hopefully just build like one city there. And you're like, hey, like it's just one interceptor. If they go and blow it up, they go and blow it up. Like, yeah,
Yeah, or I
literally
do
do some.
this.
Yeah, and it's like,
I
okay,
roll an
you
11 and I can get through.
right. You're
And
like,
and I do this.
right. You're like, what? You come get me here, or you start blowing up these? Yeah. What do you want to do? It's like,
But even still, how much income is tied up in these over here? You had five?
he has.
1, 2, 3, 4? You have 4 per turn. So uh base income is 13,
Mhm.
12, something like that. So I'll catch up in 1 round
Right.
if pirates go and attack.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And it's going to take you 2 rounds to recover from this spot. And
Yeah.
there's only 3 rounds left. So I
At
don't
this
actually
point
need
in the
to
game,
do anything.
Pirate's the side winner.
Yeah. If you attack me, then I have to rebuild my stuff and orange wins.
Right. And that is what I'm really looking forward to, playing this more and figuring out, like, okay, when do people start to figure that out and go, okay, pirates, you can go and kill him and I'll win, or you can go and kill me and he'll win. And then all of a sudden the fourth player, the scavengers goes, yeah, but you know what? If they and go kill them, I'm gonna come start fighting you. And like that's where, a little bit of the entanglement, Rudy crosstalk starts to happen of, you know, and that might be where having some extra paths that connect things slightly more ends up really impacting things because you can't just sit on one planet. You know, you have to kind of be defending on two fronts. Interesting. Any other general comments, like on maybe the amount of damage dealt or taken, like the amount of health people had, that sort of thing, for people who did do combat?
I wonder if I think pirates kept up income wise
Hmm.
because so many of their combats were against the scavengers. I
Hmm.
wonder if you had been playing a blank faction,
Like a regular
if that would
faction.
have been the case.
Hmm.
Like no other ability on your faction,
Hmm.
just normal,
I
Joe
also
Schmo.
got
and the
in
roll still went the same way. It might not have.
Hmm.
It might have hurt the pirates a lot.
that too. Also, I was gonna say like I also just got insanely lucky with like 2 of the battles.
Right.
So
Right. And I mean, and that also could be like I think you're right that the double-edged sword of this is maybe not needed if you're getting the only 3 credits a turn. And maybe your fleet composition needs to be a little stronger or something like that. There's a lot of knobs to turn balance wise for sure.
Is there a faction that deals more damage but takes more damage?
Not right now. I don't think so.
Maybe
There was at one
maybe
time.
that yeah, I was just like maybe that's better for pirates than having control over the damage distribution. Instead, they're dealing more damage, so they're more likely to kill things that are not scavengers. But then
Hmm.
does that make them so powerful against scavengers that suddenly they're
They like literally
always
just
going to win against the
start
scavenger every
drooling
time?
if they're in the same game. Yeah.
Yeah.
it could, you know what it could be too. Kind of in the same vein of like take more damage, get do more damage.
Hmm.
It could be that like uh pirate like on their like pirate rules, pirates corvettes it fleets with corvettes deal an extra hit instead of preventing one hit.
Could be. Could be something like that.
Oh, another idea I had for the pirates actually, just to keep it in theme with the pirates.
Hmm.
Um, if they control a, what are you calling these? Like planets?
Sectors.
Or
We're calling them
sector.
sectors. Yeah. Sorry.
If they control a sector with an enemy city, they can still collect funds from it, like they're sieging the cities.
Oh yeah, we have there's a faction that does that. That is not
Oh, this is a
here right
separate
now.
faction.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's a faction called the Crime Syndicate that can put tokens onto sectors and then start taking extortion money from them. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So they don't need to actually start. They can literally just be like, I'm gonna put one here and one here and put one here, as they send their ships out, and they just start
Yeah.
leeching money off of people. Um, yeah, the whole idea of the pirates was that like they were literally just going around and blowing up as much as they could. So yeah, I think there's just some tweaks there that need to be balance wise. But honestly, for the amount of playtesting and the amount of changes that have been done on this version, the fact that it was this close is a
Thumbs up.
thumbs up.
I will say I was in dead last though,
I mean, you were in dead last for sure, but you were in
and
dead
like it's not like anyone took my cities or anything.
Yeah, you were only in dead last by 8 points, which, that's one good battle for you. You get 8 points, you know. All right, well, cool. Any other thoughts in general? In general, thumbs up, thumbs down, interesting ideas, would play again, would not play again.
I
Yes.
think I think I've got like one thumb up and then like
Yes.
one sideways thumb.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. A 1.5. We'll take that. Uh,
I dig space stuff, and this is pretty good space stuff that's relatively easy to understand.
That's good. I was really
So
happy with
yeah,
how short it was because
yeah.
honestly, to get to this point in the old rules,
Oof.
it would have been another 2 hours until we got to this round. So the fact that we were able to get through 5 rounds in like just under two, like it was like, and when we stopped playing, I think we were at like an hour and 40 minutes. And we were on round 5. That's great because I mean at that point it's like okay maybe it ends up being 9 rounds instead of 8 rounds or something like that, depending on on where all that lands. But yeah, that was kind of the whole point is like kind of Twilight Imperium light slash root light where everyone's individual rules are a lot more similar, and then the asymmetry just comes into like you get a little bit of boost here and a little bit of a debuff here. And so everyone starts to play just slightly differently as opposed to being like, well, I can like jump around like a monkey and run through the forests, you know? Like
Look, I love heavily asymmetric games.
I,
That's
I I do too. That's why I love Root, but I also know I've taught enough people Root that they're like, wait, you're doing an entirely different thing from me, and it's going to make this learning so much harder. That keeping as much the same as possible, I think my hope is that it leads to easier to learn because you can actually watch other people's turns and be like, okay, I'm doing basically what they're doing, except I'm better at defending than them. So that'll, you know, make me change my mind a little bit on this or that, you know.
hmm
And I also do
Uh,
definitely have some kookier things that down the line. So
I ask a question about your design here.
you can, yeah.
Why did you make the middle sector threes?
The idea was that it was like it's going to always be in the center, so it is highly contentious area, so it's harder to get into then. And that it also is the only one that has it has two building slots and two orbital platform slots. So you could, if you once you get there, you're gonna get your three, and you could, you know, throw a shield array and a weapons platform there and be like super buff here and be real chunky. But I do know I have noticed that oftentimes people throw the two there and then it's five to get in, which is just so much.
Yeah, the big thing is, I think if you set up like this, a bunch of us were either on here or directly adjacent to it. Not
Hmm.
quite, 'cause it doesn't have a connection.
Right.
But the hard part is for on most dice roll is not
Mhm.
actually getting in there to fight. It's getting out of there to do anything far
Later.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a five, and then this is automatically
Another
another
five.
four.
Right.
So the reasonably the closest I can get in one turn is two spaces out of here.
Mhm.
If this was the opposite, like if this was all ones,
Mhm.
people might just fly through here and not
Mhm.
bother to set up at all. If you wanted people to actually interact with each other more,
Yeah, and
that would
that's
be
a
what you
good
might do.
thing to maybe try one time to be like, okay, like play with the same group of four people, like one game, and then the next week play it again with them saying like, okay, do the same factions, but now the middle instead of being three to go through is one to go through, and how does that change your strategic decisions? Like, is it just like, yeah, we're just gonna blow through here and use it as like basically a walkway and start punching other people? Um,
Yeah.
that might be a really
Walk
interesting,
through,
certainly be an
leave one
interesting thing.
behind,
Hmm.
and then just continue on and
Yeah, I
see.
mean the kind of idea is that that's like the you know, the capital of the galaxy. You know, that's the Coruscant kind of thing. Um, which I could imagine arguments for either of it being really expensive to get into or it being really easy to get into. I think both work, you know, flavor wise. So I definitely would try that out and would like to see what that would turn into.
Yeah,
Everyone be cutting bitches.
I would say that if I saw this, this is what I would have expected because this is how this always works. The
Hmm.
middle section or the biggest thing
Hmm.
always has the highest numbers.
Right.
If this had been ones, I would have been really confused,
Hmm.
and I think I would have liked it. It would have been interesting because it would have been against what I was expecting.
Right. Right. I mean, we did also, I think, me and Zero and what was it, Noisemaker played like a quarter of a game where without the weapons platforms. We were just like moving stuff around and fighting. And we had talked about the idea between like instead of each of the paths being like individual numbers, having just like two numbers on each sector, and one was like an enter number and one was an exit number. So like,
Hmm.
oh, to come into the sector it's two, and then to leave the sector is one, and like you could play with the numbers in that way, where like, okay, maybe it's really hard to get in here, but then to leave it's zero or something like that, you know. So that's another idea that could it's another knob that could be turned for sure. Hmm. Interesting. Well, that was a really good test, guys. That answered a lot of questions.
Great,
And
glad it was useful.
and
and raised many more.
raised many more. But Yeah. Eventually, the the biggest question eventually is coming up with factions for this is a lot of fun because you can start doing really silly things. So I've already come up with 12 factions, and I'm like, okay, you cannot ship with 12 factions. That will be so many dice and so many pieces. It'll cost like $120. It's like, okay, I have to like pick 5 of them to ship with and then ship the rest of them in expansions later. But I have really fun ideas. Like I have one that's just interceptors, and to do anything they just explode. So you like fly in here and then explode, and then you do like a shit ton of damage, and also are building and doing all sorts of stuff, and you just like rebuild, go again.
I like that. I like it.
That's neat.
You should have a faction that has 2 motherships. I don't know what else it does, but two
I do.
motherships.
I have one that's 2 motherships and then just corvettes, and your corvettes need to be either in the sector or in a daisy chain to the mothership at all times. So they're basically
Oh
like
gosh.
a
So
giant. So this would be fine, but if this happened, then this would start taking damage. Yeah,
so then someone just walks into this section and hits this one.
right. I mean, you have a turn to get it back, so this can like,
Yeah.
but you couldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna go all the way over here. You'd be like, no, that's not gonna work. They have to like move as one kind of, and then they can start stealing life from people, because they're a giant leviathan. Cosmic horror in the cosmos.
All right.
All right, I'm out, guys.
All right, yep, I'm out too. That was awesome, but it was a long day, and
Did
that
you
was
ever
really
actually
cool.
stop your recording?
No, I did not stop my recording. So, uh, if you're still here, why are you still here? It's over. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. There should be a link down below to the Discord. Come join in the Discord. Chat. Tell us what you thought of this game. Throw it in the comments. Throw it in the Discord. And if you have ideas for games for us to play for either Grab Bag Gaming or if you're designing a game, come hang with us in the Discord. We'll give you feedback and maybe get you on the show and do some trading and play tests. And other than that, we'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.